Hello everyone. Today I am going to start a new chapter, chapter 7, and name of this chapter is Production of Concrete. This is the outline of this chapter. So step by step procedure for preparing of fresh concrete we will discuss in this chapter. So let us discuss first process of manufacture of concrete, that means fresh concrete. It is interesting to note that the ingredients of good concrete and also of bad concrete are the same material. So with the same material, if intense care is not taken, we cannot find or we cannot get a good concrete. So ultimately or in the reverse way, if we take good care during the preparation of the concrete, so it's in the result we will get good concrete as per our requirement. So here the various stages for the manufacturing or the different steps to produce fresh concrete: batching, mixing, transporting, placing, compacting, curing and finishing. So these are the major steps which we have to complete step by step. Also in each step we have to take intense care to get better result, that means good concrete or good quality concrete. So let us discuss one by one. So first is batching. So the process of measuring ingredients or materials to prepare concrete mix is known as batching of concrete. And batching should be done properly to get quality concrete mix, and it is again of two types: volume batching and weight batching, or we can say weigh batching. So first is volume batching. In volume batching, materials are measured on the basis of volume. So it is less precise method of batching. Here measurement boxes or gauge boxes of known volume are used to measure the ingredients or materials. The figure shows the gauge box or measuring box. And volume of different sized fine aggregate and coarse aggregates are measured individually by these gauge boxes. So that for unimportant, basically for unimportant or temporary work or very small job, volume batching is adopted. So it is not a good method for proportioning the material. Next is weight batching or weigh batching. It is the correct method of measuring the materials, and in this method materials are measured on the basis of weight. Is the accurate method. Weigh batchers or other types of weighing equipment are used to measure weight of materials like a cement, fine aggregate, coarse aggregate and water are taken by weighing. And this batching gives accuracy, flexibility and simplicity. So for different types of weigh batches are available, depends upon nature of job. Particular type of weigh batchings are used or we can use. Next step is mixing or mixing of concrete. Thorough mixing of the materials is essential for the production of uniform concrete. The mixing should ensure that the mass becomes homogeneous, uniform in color and consistency. So again we can do the mixing by the two methods, hand mixing and machine mixing. So first is hand mixing. Hand mixing is practiced for small scale or unimportant concrete works. Basically we prefer it, and in this case the mixing cannot be thorough and efficient. So 10% more cement is added to produce this concrete in hand mixing process. Next is machine mixing. It is done for RCC work and for medium or large scale mass concrete work, and it is economical process to produce large quantity of concrete. Again we can say it is classified as batch mixer, and another one is continuous mixer. Batch mixer means what? It produces concrete batch by batch with time interval. But in case of continuous mixture, it produces concrete continuously without stoppage till such time the plant is working. And this type of mixtures are used in large works like dams, the continuous mixture. And also 25 to 30 revolutions are required in a well designed mixture. So, if we consider for RMC or ready mixed concrete, mixes concrete take 15 to 30 seconds only. Next is transporting. So, after being mixed, concrete is transported to the site in such a way to prevent segregation and to keep the mix uniform. On small jobs, two-wheeled carts are used for transporting concrete. On large projects, cable cars, then belts, conveyor belts, towers and pumps may be used. And the concrete has to be placed before setting. And any method of transportation should protect the concrete from the effect of weather. So again the bucket should slope down to the exit gate and the concrete should be released vertically if we use buckets for the transportation or to transport. The next is placing of concrete. The methods used in placing concrete in its final position have an important effect on its homogeneity, density and behavior in surface. The following principles are to be followed during the placing of concrete, like hand shoveling and moving concrete by poke or vibrators should be avoided. Concrete is to be placed in uniform layers, not in large heaps or sloping layers. So, we have to take care of it, and also the rate of placing and compacting should be equal. Collision between concrete and formwork or reinforcement should be avoided during placing, and concrete should be placed in a vertical plane. It is better. Concrete should not be allowed free fall for long distances. Otherwise, concrete can be placed in the lower part of the form through opening specially made for these purposes or for any requirement. Next is compacting. So, concrete should be worked to eliminate the voids and entrapped air to consolidate the concrete into the corners of the forms and around the reinforcing steel. So, nowadays compacting or consolidating concrete is done by vibrating. Proper vibration allows the use of stiffer mixes like this as shown in the figure, leads to a better consolidation and gives a better finish, and obviously in the result we will get a better or good concrete. Next is after compaction or after completing, next is curing. It is an important process. So, curing of cement concrete is defined as the process of maintaining the moisture and temperature conditions of concrete for hydration reaction to normally so that concrete develops hardened properties over time. The main components which need to be taken care of are moisture, heat and time during the curing process. So, the curing protects the concrete surfaces from sun and wind, and the presence of water is essential to cause the chemical action which accompanies the setting of concrete. That means hydration process. If water is not sufficient or not available, the total hydration process between the cement and water cannot be takes place. So, it will not give the good concrete. In inefficient curing, the strength of concrete increases gradually with age. and the resistance of concrete to abrasion is considerably increased by proper curing. So, the curing process plays a vital role in the preparation of good concrete. Next important question, this is why the curing of cement concrete is required. So, curing of cement concrete is required for the following reasons. To prevent, main reason is to prevent the concrete from drying out prematurely due to solar radiation and wind, and this prevents plastic shrinkage of concrete, and it helps to maintain the concrete temperature by allowing the hydration process, and the hydration process requires water to carry on and releases heat. So, for this lecture this much. In next lecture again we will continue the same chapter also with curing. Thank you.